Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at Mosaic by UVI. So I have this running in Falcon, but it will also run in the free UVI workstation. What is Mosaic? It's really quite difficult to describe what it is. You'll see you've got a key range down here. At the moment I am selected on kits and I am in retro futurism bank or category, if you like. If I play this first C2 here, see, it gives me a drum pattern. Now, all of this is completely 100% customizable. I can change everything. If I press this next key here, see, I'll press this next one, this E. So in the kit section, if we quickly choose this, another one called Last Floor. In the kit section, it kind of gives you a mixture of instruments and drums, but we could just go into drums. We'll stay in retro futurism. I'll select this ARP, electricity, and play a note. I'll change to the next one. I'll close this page and you'll see it tells me the chords. I change this A sus2 now. Other A sus2. G minor, G sharp minor. Other G sharp minor. However, we can go in and customize everything. Apart from the individual customization, we can either press whichever one of these. We could press this and it will take us here, or we could press this and it will take us here. It's the same place, so whether we press this. But from this page here, the edit page, we can select any of them and you'll see that these are all changed depending on what node we have selected, if you like. So you'll see how this is playing. And you'll see it change as I change key. But just on this one node, you'll see I have electronic plug sound on all of these. I've only got 3 of them are active. If I go to edit, I can do cool stuff like change the pitch, the global level of this one chord. Got LFOs, got an EQ. Can humanize the velocity or the panning, the glide. And if we go to motion, you'll see it's using an arpeggiator mode as ARP. ARP is up and down. But I could choose, say, a bassline type, and this would be a phaser. But my next key would still be on my ARP. Let's go to let's go to a completely different, let's go to beat culture and choose this ARP cavern. We'll stay on instruments. Let's go through the different chords. So let's just select this first one again. Let's look at the sound. Let's increase the levels for some of these. Okay. Now, here's the cool thing, right? We don't need to stick with these particular chords. We can scroll up and down with notes, right? So we can grab hold of it and Okay, and I can go into the motion here and see that this is actually a note sequencer. And I can add in more notes on this. I can change the resolution for each independent lane. So I could say, well, I'll put this on a... But it gets better than that, right? If we go back to edit again, sorry, we'll go back to sound and you'll see there's some different sounds here, right? So I could go into my sample and just choose a different sound. And there are 1,600 of these sound sources that you can choose from. Let's choose drums here. Let's do this clap closed. But this is just, if I go back to my next one here, it's going to be the same. So I haven't got to change every single one. It's absolutely huge. And we're only scratching the surface. Like I said, say for instance, well, I don't want that E there. I want that B to be an A. Tap this and you'll see the keyboard changes now. And I can choose any of these keys. I could say, well, I'll have it as this A3. I've got an A3 there, so maybe I'll have it as an A2 or A4, sorry. Switch the motion back on. Okay, I'm going to choose a different sample for this one. I'm going to have maybe this stringed feeling. We'll go into motion here and on number 3. You can switch it off. So I can choose any sample for any sound, right? Let's just choose another preset. So we've got this ARP Cobra. We could go to our edit page again. And let's say I know that I want this to be, say, a C minor chord, right? Maybe just the 3 notes. I can turn this one off. If I hit this, I can change all of them just by hitting my C minor. If I switch motion on, and then I can make adjustments. I could say, well, maybe I'd like this to be a phaser. So this is your velocity. Let's choose some notes. So we could have as a phrase instead. I don't know. Let's go with, maybe we could have this as just an arpeggiator. Choose a mode for our ARP. Well, this is going to be note sequencer converged, so it'll swap it to a note sequencer. And again, I could go in and change the sound. So you can change the sound individually, go into a sound, right? And like say, I'm not linking these sounds, so okay, so I'm just changing the one sound. If I hit link, all the sounds will change. And I might want to say, well, let's say what's some fretted stuff. Okay, cool. And we've got some panning stuff going on here. And this is how you'd go in and build up your completely unique patterns. And this is over the entire range. Okay, let's click on, let's have a look at maybe Electronic Rush. Let's choose, and still in Instruments, by the way, I just want to show you a couple more things. Let's go to ARP. Well, actually, let's scroll down what we got here. What's this? So this is just me one key. I'm going to choose something with some chords, I think. So let's go with some keys. What's this? Keys Clockwork. I'll try this one. There we go. This is better. It's more going to make more sense. So we're on this one here. And you can lock any of this stuff. So when you randomize it, it doesn't change that, including the effects chains, the modulation, and the chord, sorry, and the key. So I could say, well, okay, I'm going to change this to a minor key, or this will change, and I'm going to change it to an A minor. And you know, like I said, we can go in, we can edit any of these chords. You see that motion is turned off, but I could go, well, okay, let's switch motion on. And now, just this second key, I'm just playing with B, don't forget. So that's that. If we look at the chords, we've got chord sets as well. So other than being able to program your own, we can lock the key if we want as well. We won't lock it. We'll change the entire chord set. So click on where it says modulate. We've got cinematic chords. So let's change to a different key. Maybe this one. Cool. Now you see the black keys above, right? Let's close this. Oh, by the way, just as a thing, when you click on here, you go into your preset browser, you'll see a little pin icon here. If I say, for example, switch this off and select the Hypnotic Dream, that theory, yeah, there you go. That will just take you back. Another one. So this is just the keys. Like I said, at the moment we're just in Instruments and we're just in this Electronic Rush bank. Let's close this out again. I want to show you the modifiers. So the black keys here, these are effect modifiers. Now, these aren't anything to do with your main effects, which are here. Okay. These are your effect. The black keys are your effect modifiers. So for example, if I hold this chord and I hit this B flat, and you'll notice this will light up, letting you know you did a modifier. So if you tap on this, you can control the intensity of the modifiers and you can basically see what they are here. But you can't change the modifiers, they're just there as they are. So I'll do this this one, this A sharp, right? Which will take it up. You can see I'm pressing it. Okay, so it just increases or decreases the effect, right? Let's change the chord. In fact, let's change the kick sound as well. And like I said, you've got to keep this in your head, that for every single one of these notes, you can have a completely different sound. You can just pair step. Let's change all these up, right? So at the moment, we've got Future Paris on most of them and this sphere of Vox on here. Well, let's link this sphere Vox. Sorry, I'm going to link it. Now all of the chords are in that, but the next K press it's just spectacularly cool. So we could pick another one and we could go, well, okay, maybe I'm going to swap out the sound of all of these. Link is on, so what's this, monk? So I'm going to choose this. I'm going to choose this one here. Going to open up the sample, make sure I'm linked, and choose... I don't know why I'm not changing my sound there. All right. Sorry, I got a double tap to engage. Back onto our sphere Vox. I really like that one, actually. Which is, yeah, that one, our Vox. So I'm going to go to this third one as well. And go with that. I'm on there, don't I? Sorry. Make sure I'm... Okay. Okay, let's choose another. You get the idea. It's totally customizable. Let's have a quick look at the effects change. So you have different effects change, and this is the amount. So maybe we could change it to, or maybe a, so these are the effect chains. So these are the like global effects that are going to affect all your chords and stuff like that. So if we change to another one, keep it interesting. This is the chain they've chosen for that. So, but like you said, you can go in there and we could go, well, let's put some, I don't know, sound design stuff on here. Maybe this spring room. the cool thing is you can go directly into the effects here and see we've got no drive switched on, flanges on, switch flanger off. Go to chorus. Got a delay in here, we've got a reverb, which is a spring analog. Let's go with suspension and cathedral. How cool is this? I'm not kidding, it's just... And not only that, right? It gets loads better than this. That's really nice, actually. Oh, that is very cool. Let's come out of effects a sec. I really like that. Now you can save anything you want as your own preset sort of thing. So if you're really digging something or a chord set or something, you can save that. If you click this little MIDI button here, right, you say you love these chords. Oh, you've designed your own kind of... That is sweet. That is. I really like that. Right, and if you tap on this, it'll generate the MIDI for you, and then you can just literally drag your chord progression into your DAW. Like I'm using Reason for this, but another tip as well. If you tap on the keys, this will make more the little settings bar, and put it on legato. This will make your timing performances better when we go into something like kits, which I'll show you as well, because they're just off their head, but still totally customizable. That's nice, that is, though, isn't it? Right, cool thing here. This little button here, this little magic wand, this will pick a random preset from the entire Mosaic library, right? This button will mutate the current preset, so you've got something completely unique and original. So we've got our spring room, which we've changed. Let's mutate this, okay? Come on. Let's mutate it again. Now, because let's randomize the preset, and this could pick from anywhere, you know. And we say, well, I don't like that. I'll change it to a... And we can say, well, this first chord's a bit on the low side, and let's increase the tone a bit. There's nothing on that one. Let's just mutate the chord. Let's mutate this one. Mutate that one. Mutate it again. Again. See, it's changing the sounds, but not on anything else. And then we could say, well, what's the motion doing? It's brilliant, look. It's massive. This thing it's so cool. It's independent as well for every key. Let's have a look at, what's this hyper pop? What's this casino glitch? And this is obviously it's going to be a knob. Now, for something like this, I am going to turn legato on because you'll notice if my time is not right. But with legato, it's great. It's just gonna, if retrigger is on, it's gonna retrigger it every time I hit it. So like, it's a good idea to switch legato on. Let's swap the preset. Change the K to a D. Maybe a major. This is your warp controls, by the way. So for example, and this is just your warp quantized settings in semitones. And this just is your warp scale timing. So let's go back to our main browser. Look, all these we've got, like, I'm going to play one more from the keys and then we'll go on to say drums. Let me put my little pin back on because I quite like that. So fantastic for starting songs or generating ideas or just saying, well, that sounds really nice. I'll add that in and I'll build on it. Especially since you can just export everything. See this one, say for example, this sound here, this chord, where are we at? This. Let's go in to our edit, sound, sorry. Got quite a high note here, so which one is it? There we go, this one. We could either turn it off, or we could say, well, I'm going to record a, there we go, something like that one. Turn it back on. Change the effects chain. I mean, you could literally we could spend all night going through just the sounds, just the keyboard sounds, the instrument sounds. Let's look at drums. And you can draw the MIDI in to your DAW, obviously. We could change the different, well, chords aren't going to make a great deal of difference with this. Let's choose maybe Beat Culture and this Equinox one. So you get tons and tons of drums, like, you know, drum patterns. And these are exactly the same. You can go in and edit the, if we look at the motion, so you can build your own patterns. Change the, exactly the same thing as you could do with the keys, but with drums per key. So here's the first key. And you can also say, well, I'm going to change the sounds for each of these. Not been triggered on those. So if you went into motion, you could go, right, okay, well, I'm going to trigger a few of them. See what they are. So I've just changed the key. Just mutating the patterns. But the most interesting part of Mosaic from my point of view is the instrument is the kits section. So the kits, same thing, you've got your same categories. So for example, at the moment we're in this what is it, let's look at red or maybe soft pop and go with this Billy Groove in and key it in. I've got a complete drum pattern now on key 1, which I can, of course, just go and, you know, edit, change each of the samples out, sounds. I'm on, don't forget as well, earlier on I set on my link as well. So that's just changed all of them to that. Let's go to a different groove to change that. So now we're on this. These are the kits, right? So as I change or add keys now, so I've got 3 keys pressed down. I'm going to go to legato. I'm just changing keys now, just changing chords. But like I said, with anything, you can change out all the instruments, the sounds, the chords, whatever you like. So you could just play one note as a song starter sort of thing. And then bring other stuff in. Try another one. This is called By the Sea. Let's add some more bits in. get onto legato. It's quite important, this is, for these ones. Okay, let's do another. Stay in the same one. See, it's hard to keep time if you're not in. Unless you press everything at the same time. Different category. God, I must have gone on for ages. Let's try this calm poetry one. I'll switch that off now so we can just go back. So many cool sounds. Guys, if you've watched this Vera premiere, thank you very, very, very much. I wonder if there's a way to set legato as the global. I mean, of course, the idea is you record this in via MIDI, and then you record this in via MIDI, and then you can quantize everything as you wish. But you know. If you've watched this Vera premiere, thank you very much. I'm going to play through a bunch more of these kind of kits, which are a combination of everything. But you can turn anything into a kit, or you could just say, well, I don't want that to be a drum. I want it to be an instrument. You know, you're free to build as you wish. Guys, I'll see you later. Ta-ta.